Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing good. This video series is all about high blood sugar or diabetic, and we'll understand from the scratch in very simple way. I won't be using any jargon or any technical word, that is plenty available in YouTube. Understand this and understand other people around you, your parents or your relatives or your brother, sister, anyone, so that they will take it little more serious. They won't just take some pills, let it be normalized and go ahead. Not like that. So let's understand from the scratch what it is, how it happens. Okay, so I won't make you afraid, just I'll let you know some of the consequences first, so that you'll be more serious towards this disease and to understand and will listen carefully. My intention is that not to make you afraid, okay, what it is and is it really so serious and all. Then understand this, it is really very serious, because in India, mainly urban cities like metro cities, many like 90% of people are sedentary job. They hardly do any workout or walking, all these things. If you go to gym and all, it is hardly 3 to 4% of the population are into working out or something like that stuff. So understand what it happens when blood sugar increase in our body, or it is even if it is not there. So imagine it is around 100. If it is normal level is 70 to 120 fasting blood sugar. So if it is 100 and you are feeling sleepy after taking food, immediate after taking food, within 15-20 minutes you feel like I'll crash down, I can't do any work, I just need 5-10 minutes of sleep. Or you feel numbness, you feel any kind of vision issues or listening is all these things. Wherever your nervous system is involved, then make sure you are going towards the journey of high blood sugar. So this high blood sugar symptoms comes after years of accumulation of this kind of practices or your lifestyle. It is not a overnight journey, like suppose a snake bite, it happens in a seconds. But this kind of high blood pressure, high sugar, thyroid, all these things, cholesterol, all these things are interrelated. If one comes, then other definitely will come sooner or later, and it is definitely takes time for years and years to accumulate and happens in life. That's why they say there is no cure to this, just little bit of medicine to press it down, then again it will come up. So before going to that stage, be aware and take care of your lifestyle so that you will be safe from that. If you are coming to this category, you have this disease, then also listen, change in your lifestyle. Suppose this is a lifestyle disease due to your bad lifestyle or some other reason, I'll discuss later, it came up. So treat in that way. Don't take suddenly medicine and suppress it, and again sometime it will come up. So you'll understand what happens, how organ failures happens, how people in normal blood sugar level, like many elderly people, if you find they have high blood sugar and they are taking medicine and now their blood sugar is normal, 120, below 120, but suddenly they are getting heart attack, brain stroke, all these things. So why it is happening? Is it very regular or it is due to this? All these things we'll discuss, so stay tuned. First we'll understand in this video what is actually blood sugar, and then subsequent videos we'll understand why it happens and how to cure. If you understand the foundation, fundamentals, why it is happen, then you can take one step ahead for the solution. So understand what is blood sugar. Okay, so when we eat any kind of food, especially 3 categories of food we eat if you segregate. One is protein, another is carbohydrate, another is fat. So if you take carbohydrate, that is the main source of energy of our body. If you walking, normal sitting also, talking, chewing, everything requires some amount of energy. Even if you are sleeping, then also requires some amount of energy. This energy comes by our cells. Every cells of our body requires individual energies. This energy is source called glucose or sugar. This sugar comes from mainly grains, fruit, or any kind of food other than lean protein or fat, everything having little or more carbohydrate. From carbohydrate, it converts to glucose in our stomach and mixed to blood. Glucose comes to blood. Okay, now from blood it goes to cells. Through blood everything, every nutrients, everything goes to cells due to a heart pump. So from blood it goes to cells, glucose source of energy. This much understood. Now unfortunately or fortunately, these things doesn't happen automatically. So another external agent called insulin helps to take this glucose from blood and store it in cells. Okay, so now what happened, if by any chance this sugar couldn't go to cell, it remains in our blood, then we get high blood sugar, or high amount of sugar than required is there available in our blood cells. This condition is called high blood sugar or diabetic. This is the fundamental things we should understand how it is happening. So what is kind of available diabetic or high blood sugar? Mainly, majorly two kinds. One is type 2, another one is type 1 diabetic. Let's understand type 2 diabetic first. So type 2 diabetic, where our pancreas is working function properly, but in this it is majorly happens adult. It doesn't comes of very young kids. It happens in adult people or elderly people. And in this kind of what I am discussing now, this occurs due to lifestyle disorders. Why we'll understand later. Second, it is type 1 diabetics, where the amount of insulin secretes from the pancreas is less, very less. So type 1 diabetic, it happens from childbirth. Sometimes it remains from the childhood. By default, they have very low production of insulin from their pancreas. Another condition, prolonged period of, if you are being in type 2 diabetic, it goes to type 1. At last, the insulin secretion from pancreas goes very low and it treated as type 1 diabetic. So two kinds, either from birth or from type 2 to convert to type 1. Another case, I have faced some of my clients who goes through IVF or any high steroid they are taking due to any reason, maybe some mental health or some other thing. When they take steroid, then that also leads to type 1 diabetic, where the pancreas stops secreting insulin. So basic difference, two kind of. One, pancreas is conditionally healthy to create insulin, that is called, comes under type 2 diabetic. Still we have high blood sugar in our body. Another, pancreas itself doesn't secrete or secretes very less amount of insulin, so that's why the blood sugar is high in our blood. This is the two fundamental scenario how this kind of high blood sugar occurs due to which type of diabetic we have. That is very easy to understand. And if you have doubt, just like how we checked high blood sugar, the amount of sugar presence in our body, similarly we can check the amount of insulin present in our body. In that test, you will understand whether you are under type 1 or type 2. This is the fundamental understanding regarding high blood sugar, what it is, what is the type, and what might be the consequences of blood sugar. We'll be discussing regarding why this is happening in our body in the next video. Please stay tuned and thank you for watching till now. Namaskar.